In Matthew's book, Jesus said, go into all the land. Take the word, share it, teach it, preach to every man. Just do his will, because he always has. Hello, this is Dr. Greg Mays with your Word Wednesday. You know, recently I heard somebody say something, and you know me, I wrote it down as a podcast idea. And what they said was, come and see. I began to think about this idea of come and see. And one of the things that we have to think about in the church is we need to tell people to come and see. And I was thinking about this as I was pondering John chapter 1. And what we see is I'm in John chapter 1, and I'm starting at verse 43. Jesus is beginning to call his disciples. The disciples are beginning to follow him. And here's what happens in verse 43. It says, the next day, Jesus decided to leave for Galilee. Finding Philip, he said to him, follow me. Philip, like Andrew and Peter, was from the town of Bethsaida. Philip found Nathanael and told him, we have found the one Moses wrote about in the law, and about whom the prophets also wrote, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph. Nazareth, can anything good come from there? Nathanael asked. Come and see, said Philip. When Jesus saw Nathanael approaching, he said to him, here truly is an Israelite in whom there is no deceit. How do you know me? Nathanael asked. Jesus answered, I saw you while you were still under the fig tree before Philip called your name. And at that point, Nathanael declares Rabbi, and he believes that Jesus is the Messiah, the one whom Moses spoke about in the law. So now Nathanael becomes one of the 12 because Philip said, come and see. And when Nathanael got there, he believed. We as Christians, we must also be willing to go and tell people, come and see. And when I say that, go and tell people, that is a part of what Jesus has called us to do. I'm finding myself now over in the book of Matthew. You see, we see Philip saying to Nathanael, come and see. But watch what Jesus says to his disciples after he has risen from the grave. We're down in verse 16 of chapter 28. Watch what he says. Then the 11 disciples went to Galilee, to the mountain where Jesus had told them to go. When they saw him, they worshiped him, but some doubted. Then Jesus came to them and said, all authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Watch this. He says, therefore go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. And surely I am with you always to the very end of the age. You see, we are supposed to invite people, come and see. And a part of our inviting them is that second part. We need to encourage them to go and tell. You see, it was Philip going and telling Nathanael, hey, come and see, we have found the Messiah. That becomes our responsibility as Christians. We need to be telling people, come and see. Come and see the Lord. But watch this. When Nathanael goes with Philip, he sees Jesus Christ, God incarnate, the Word in flesh. But when we say come and see, people are not going to be able to see Jesus Christ, God in the flesh, but they will be able to see Jesus Christ, God through our flesh, by the power of the Holy Spirit. When people come to our churches, Big C Church, I don't care about the building. When people come and see, they should experience the love of Jesus Christ, the faithfulness of Jesus Christ, the forgiveness of Jesus Christ. This is what people must come and see. And when they come and see Jesus Christ in the body of believers, that is the local church, at that point, they will go and tell. So I'm talking to you right now, Christian. If you're looking around and you're a person who is saying, well, there are just not enough Christians anymore, that people are falling away from the faith, then we need to start looking at ourselves. Because when they come to see Jesus Christ, they should see him alive in and through our lives. When they don't see that, why should they stay? You see, they need to come and see Jesus Christ at work in our body. Then they need to be inspired to go and tell people about Jesus Christ. And when they say, hey, I want to meet this Jesus Christ, you should be willing to bring them to your local church where Jesus Christ is alive, doing whatever it is he's doing in and through that body of believers. Now watch this. When I say your local church, I don't mean the building. You might bring that person to some of your friends from the church, that maybe you guys are doing some things. Maybe you guys are doing something. Maybe you guys are having a Bible study. Maybe you guys are feeding the homeless. Maybe you guys are clothing the people who don't have a home, don't have clothes. Maybe you're feeding the hungry. Maybe you're helping people get jobs. You see what I'm saying? This is the church I'm talking about bringing them to. That is what we must be about. Come and see. That's our message. Come and see. Then go and tell. And they should be inspired to go and tell because they've seen and experienced that the Lord is good. I pray that this is a blessing for you. And remember, stay strong.
So what you waiting for? Someone to feel the pain some more? Cause you ain't share the love, the grace you found within the Father's care. To share the love of God is more than just a simple job. It's Christ speaking the off a Holy Spirit law. Share it.